and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today's video is just going to be the start of another few days or week in my life videos. I know you guys love the week in my life vlogs and I love filming them for you guys. So it is Tuesday. You guys know I have trouble picking up the camera on Monday mornings. There's just like no part of me that remembers to film on a Monday. So we're picking it up on a Tuesday. I just got to school. It's about 7:45. I got here a little bit later this morning, but today is gonna be a really fun day. My co-teacher is actually out today. So it's just me teaching, and this will be the first time all year where it's just me and my class alone. If you're new here, I am teaching kindergarten this year. This is my third and a half year teaching, but my first time in a kindergarten classroom. And at my school that I teach at, every early childhood classroom has 2 teachers. So I'm very lucky to have a co-teacher in my classroom with me. And she's amazing. We're like really good friends. I love having her in here, but it'll be definitely kind of fun to have my own class again, because obviously when there's 2 teachers in here, we switch off a lot of responsibilities, a lot of teaching throughout the day, and it's often a lot of like small group time throughout the day since we're able to both take groups. But since it's just me in here today, there'll probably be a little bit more like whole group time, and things are just gonna have to look a little bit different. So I'm really excited though. I'm not excited about not being able to go to the bathroom whenever I want. That is such a perk with having a co-teacher, being able to go to the bathroom whenever you want, or even just like, you don't even think about the things that you can get done during the day if you have another adult in the room, like being able to go make copies during the day, run down to the workroom. It's so much easier just having another adult in the room if you ever need to leave to go grab something, do something, or go to the bathroom. It's okay. It's just one day. I did this for 2 years by myself. I'm like, okay, it's just one day by yourself. You can do it. I'll show you kind of what we have planned for the day. So every morning they come in around 8 o'clock and they unpack. We do morning work at their table. They have kind of these sheets, and I've shown these in past vlogs. They have these sheets where it's like a dry erase sheet, and they practice writing their name, they practice their alphabet, and we just added on the back, they're practicing their numbers now, since we are kind of in that phase of number writing. And then that's about 15 minutes. Once everyone comes in, I'll take lunch count and attendance count and stuff like that. They come to the carpet, we sing our good morning song, and then we start our day. And in the morning, the first thing that we do is calendar time. So we go over the calendar, the weather, and then we have our morning meeting where we just all sit in a big circle. I wish I could film it because it is the cutest thing, you guys. We all sit in a circle and we say good morning to each other. So we just go around and they get to choose if they want to wave, if they want to knuckle, peace sign, salute, like any hand movement that they want, and they go around, and it's just so cute watching them say good morning to each other. And then after our morning meeting, we transition into foundations. So we usually do like a little, and I've shown it before my videos, a little Go Noodle. It's like a ABC dance song. There's so many of those, and they just sing along to the ABCs. And then we get them into groups usually. So usually it's myself, my co-teacher, then they have a independent workstation, and then the other group is on iReady doing reading on their iPads. But today, since we're going to be down one group, obviously, since she won't be here, I'll probably just have a group come to my back table, maybe 2 groups on iPads, and then 1 group on independent work. We'll kind of see. But the independent work that we're doing today is these cute little letter sheets. We've been learning a lot of new letters in kindergarten, some of those being P, R, E, and J. We've learned these over the last couple weeks. We just introduced P and J yesterday, so I'll probably start with like a whole group lesson, just going over P and J again, and then send them into their groups. So a couple groups will be doing this independent work, and so they'll just sit down at their tables and they have to trace it, find it, color it. It's just really good practice for them, and it's easy for them to do independently at their tables. Like I said, the other groups will be on their iPads, and we use iReady curriculum. So they do some reading, kind of just like fun games and tests and stuff on their iPad. And then my group will be with me back at my table, and usually I just have them get out their whiteboards, and we practice our letter writing, letter identification. Sometimes we go over some of the foundations cards and we do like drill sounds. If you're familiar with Foundations curriculum. Math, my co-teacher is kind of like the math girl. Like, she loves planning for math, so I do a little bit more planning for reading. She does more planning for math. So this will be like the first day where I'm completely taking over math. It'll be kind of similar. Usually we start off with a whole group lesson that she kind of leads, and then we go into groups. So she'll take a group, I'll take a group. We have some on iReady Math on their iPads, and some of them are doing independent work at their tables. So same thing for today. I will probably start off with just like a whole group lesson, and for today's whole group lesson, we're going to be going over counting. So we've been doing a lot of number talks, and we've been using counters to be able to show different arrangements. We're doing just basic counting skills, counting on, and then today we're using dice to show numbers. So we'll roll a dice, and then they'll have to use their own counters in different arrangements to show that number. And they'll be doing this worksheet at their table, so they'll be showing 9 on top. So we're learning our 10 frames right now, so instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, they are learning that 5 goes on top and 4 goes on bottom, and that's how we show 9. And then for 10, they're going to just shade in 10 of these, and kind of everyone will have probably different arrangements, but it's up to them to show us how they can shade in 10 or show 10 using these arrangements. And then this last one, they get to kind of do whatever they want, but we're probably going to have them show us how they can do 10 and a 10 frame. So 5 on top, 5 on bottom. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing in math. And then in PBL, we are learning all about tools and different jobs and why different jobs use certain tools. We're going to read a couple of these books that we just found in the classroom. This one's called Who Uses This? It's a really cute book, and it just shows a bunch of different tools, and it kind of makes the kids start guessing, and so you can have a bunch of really good just conversations about who uses these different types of tools and why they use them. This one's kind of similar. It's called Guess Who. So it says like, who cleans your teeth, and they have to make a bunch of guesses, and these are all just like silly guesses, and then it reveals the answer. So it just gets us talking all about different types of jobs. Yesterday we did this really cute activity where we started talking about how tools were invented, they were created by engineers, and so we started talking about how they have to start doing their own creations, and so we put them into groups, and we gave them a bunch of random materials like paper and scissors and tape, and they had to create their own toy. So they had to work together in a group as a team to create their own toy. It was so cute seeing what they came up with, and they were really creative. Some kids were coming up with like board games, cars, dolls, like super creative. So today they're going to be on their own, and they're going to have to invent their own tool. So something that they think would be useful for them, or we might do like a tool that they could use in a different job. I'm not sure, we'll have to talk about that. And it basically just says like, draw a picture of your tool, what's the name of your tool, and then I'll come around and help them write out my tool is used for, and what they would use that tool for. So just all about like using your imagination and creating tools today. Our PBL unit, which is project-based learning this quarter, is all about jobs and responsibility and kind of like what their role is in the classroom. And so we did class jobs, which I talked about in my last video. So they all had to apply for a job, which was so cute. We gave them little like job applications. They had to apply, they had to interview, and then we assigned them all jobs like table cleaners, floor cleaners, cubby organizers, stuff like that. So they've been doing so good with the PBL unit this quarter. All right, I see some kiddos walking down the hallway, so I'm about to let them in. It's about 8 o'clock, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. A-E-I-O-U. Sing along with me. Long vowel sounds. A, acorn. O.
So, my little brother's name is the White.
Go to erase your boards. And erase them. Alright, this next letter we're going to practice is an E. Remember our E's from last week?
Yeah.
We're going to start with our line under the plane line and then scoop up and around down to the grass line. Does everybody remember doing our E's?
Good.
Good.
I draw the big piece.
right, we made it to lunch. It has been a long morning. Oh my gosh, I forgot how exhausting it is being the only teacher in here, being the only one talking and exerting energy non-stop. I am exhausted. Nothing has convinced me more that there should be 2 teachers to a classroom in every single classroom than today, because I'm telling you, when there's 2 teachers, like, I have so much more energy to give to my students, and today being the only one here, it's so exhausting that you just don't have a ton of energy left by like the middle of the day. So yeah, here's hoping that one day there'll be 2 teachers in every single classroom. So lately I've been waiting to eat lunch during our specials time, because pretty much we go to lunch right now, then recess. We come back for like 30 minutes and then they go to specials, and specials is a little bit longer of a break for me. It's like 45 minutes instead of 15-20 minutes. So I usually wait to eat lunch till then, except on Mondays and Fridays. We don't have specials until 2:30, so I eat during this time right now. But since we have specials a little bit earlier today, I'm just going to wait, kind of chill out. I need to catch up on some emails. That's another thing. Sometimes if there's 2 teachers in here, you have more time to like check emails, or I don't know, just kind of get caught up on things. But I haven't had a chance, so I'm going to just go through and kind of check some emails. We have grades that are due this week, so my teammate and I have been going through, and we're kind of like splitting and putting grades, which is really nice also. But I need to get on that. But our reading stations and math stations went really good this morning. Our mornings are very quick. Like, we have a lot back to back. We like to do it all in the morning just because by the end of the afternoon, you guys know, with any age, especially kindergarten though, it's just like the productivity levels go way down because they're just so tired. So we try to get the most important things like reading and math done in the morning, because those 2 subjects just take the most time and the most like attention and focus. So yeah, they went really good. They just, there was more independent work than usual, which was a little stressful. And I remember this from when I taught alone. You can only have so many kids at your small group, and everybody else is working independently, so you're constantly having to like monitor while focusing on your group. And I forgot how hard that is. It's so nice when there's 2 groups with teachers, because then there's only a few kids at their tables working independently. The more at their tables working independently, like crazier it gets and the more distracted they get. So yeah, I kind of forgot how much of a challenge that is. So kudos to all you teachers out there teaching alone in your classroom. I have been there and it is tough. Yeah, math also went really well. So the day's going really good. I only have 15 minutes at this point, so it's gonna go by so fast. I just need to make sure I can go to the bathroom during these breaks, because this morning I had to go pee so bad and I couldn't go because there's no one in here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot this feeling of like not being able to go, and you have to hold it for the next hour or 2 until you get another break. So this is my time to go. And yeah, I'm gonna go pick them up in 15 minutes. We'll have outdoor recess and then be back in the classroom for rest time and PBL. Okay, back in the same spot, but it is plan time. It's actually been plan time for a little bit. I've just been catching up on some work, going through grades and stuff like that, checking my emails, and then I have about 15 minutes till I have to pick up the kids, so I'm gonna just like chill out on my phone and catch up on one of Michelle Reed's YouTube videos. She's one of my favorite ever girls on YouTube, and she just uploaded a new video. So if you guys don't watch Michelle Reed, definitely go watch her videos. I really don't watch much YouTube anymore. I used to like binge it. I don't know what happened. I just don't really watch it anymore, I guess because I'm constantly editing and uploading on YouTube. I tried to take a break from it, but I love Michelle Reed's videos, and she's also just like such a sweet person. We follow each other on Instagram. But yeah, I'm just going to chill out for the next 15 minutes, like watch her video, sit back. I just ate my lunch, my late lunch, and yeah, I'm just gonna hang out until the kids need to be picked up.
And it's just one of those really comforting foods. I love in the fall time just cooking more warm, very kind of soothing meals.
Okay, I just got home and I am about to head out in just a minute to go to a workout class. I am finally getting back into Orange Theory, which I'm really excited about because it's been a couple years since I've gone. I got a little too burnt out on it. I was going like 3-4 times a week and I just needed a break from it. But now that I've had a break, I'm not going to go back to 3-4 times a week, but I am going to go back just to once a week. I think doing yoga majority of my week is what makes me happy. I'm gonna continue doing that. But just like one day of a HIIT workout, doing running, rowing, weightlifting, one day a week, I think will be really good for me. And I always just feel so much better after I get a workout in. I feel like I know this is dumb, but I feel like I earn being a couch potato the rest of the night. Like, instead of just coming home from work and just being on the couch the rest of the night, if I do a workout before, I feel so much better about myself coming home, eating and chilling on the couch the rest of the night. And tonight I know exactly what I am doing because I just got my new Bright Sellers subscription in the mail today. And if you haven't heard of Bright Sellers, where have you been? I have been getting subscriptions from Bright Sellers for over a year now since we lived in Colombia, and it's always such a happy mail to get. Bright Sellers is a wine subscription service, and it is like genius. The thing I love about Bright Sellers is that it started with a really simple idea that finding the wine that you like should not be so difficult. I feel like it's really complicated to find wine that you love. Do you want white, red, dry, sparkling, sweet, fruity? What kind of notes do you like in your wine? And they make it really simple by bringing the wine right to your door. They believe that wine should not be so intimidating and it should be more joyful. So they make it easy to find the wine you love by finding an algorithm that basically matches you with your perfect wine pairing. So if you go online, you can take their online quiz. It's so fun. You just kind of insert some information about yourself, your tastes, what you like, what type of food you like to enjoy wine with, things like that, and they pair you with the perfect wine for you. I went a little overboard, and no, I'm not going to drink all of these tonight, but I do like to have a lot of wine on deck just because I love to bring a bottle of wine to every girls' night. Whenever we go visit Kyle's family, bring a bottle of wine. Anytime we host, I like to have wine on hand, or if we go visit someone, to bring it. So it's always nice to have a few bottles on hand. So these are some of the wines that I got paired with. Like I said, they ship it right to your door, and the best thing is that it comes with a lot of information about each wine bottle that they give you. So they come with these cute little cards. They look like little playing cards with a lot of information about that particular wine bottle, the notes in it, kind of the flavors that it has, if it's sweet, dry, and they just make it really easy for you to find what kind of wine you like. So you can have your own little wine tasting at home, bring your friends and family over, try all the different bottles of wine that they send you, and kind of see which one that you like best. And you can go online and mark your preferences. So if you really prefer one of the wines, they will make sure to keep that information up to date so that they know that that's the type of wine that you prefer. There's only like 7 questions to the quiz that you take online. It's super fast. It came to my door right away, you guys. It comes so fast. It's so easy. And if there's a bottle of wine that you don't like, they can take it back and they can replace it with something else that you prefer. I'm not super picky when it comes to my wine. I like to try a little bit of everything. I love a Sauvignon Blanc, if that's how you pronounce that. I go through phases sometimes of liking red wines versus white wines. And then sometimes I do just like a little rosé moment. This one's really good. The Soleil Rosé. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This one is super, super good if you're interested. But seriously, if you don't know what you like, even if you do know what you like, go online, take that quiz, and figure out if they can match you with something that fits your taste. I'm going to be hosting a book club at my house very soon with all my kindergarten girls. So I'm so excited to have all this wine on deck for us, and maybe we can do a little wine tasting and figure out what they like as well. I'm definitely going to try to hook them all on Bright Sellers since it's such a fun subscription to receive in the mail. But if you guys are interested in checking out Bright Sellers, I will have it linked down below. I also, if I have a coupon code, I'll have that on the screen or down below as well. Let me know if you guys try it out and subscribe, and comment down below what type of wines they sent you and which ones you prefer. If you're usually like a red or a white wine girly, or sweet or dry. Like I said, I'm usually somewhere in the middle, but lately I've been liking my more like sweet white wine. So yeah, I'll have all of this linked down in the description box below. Well, good morning. It is Wednesday. I did not expect the vlog to take a turn like it did, but I, as you can see and probably hear, am sick. I felt it coming on pretty late last night, and it was the weirdest thing. Like, I felt fine all day, and closer to around like 5 o'clock, right as I was going to my Orange Theory workout, I started to feel like just like a little bit of scratchiness and like sore throat, which for me, my sicknesses always start out with a sore throat, no matter what. Like, no matter what sickness I have, I swear it starts out with a sore throat. So I knew, I was like, oh, dang, I feel like I'm probably gonna get sick, but I didn't expect it to just like hit me like a wave. I expected it to just like gradually build up over the next week or so. But I think, unfortunately, I think my workout made it worse because it was such like a high intensity workout. You know, if you work out and you're sick, it just makes you feel so much worse. Like, you just need to rest when you're sick. Like, running on the treadmill, lifting weights, did a row PR for our milestone, like so much work. And definitely like towards the end of the workout, I just started to feel just like really sluggish and my throat started hurting a little bit more. So I was like, oh dang, I feel like I'm definitely getting sick. And then I got home and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. After I took my shower, my throat was so sore. I literally could not swallow. My body started feeling so achy. And sometimes I'll get these weird sicknesses where I'll start feeling sick, but it'll kind of go away after sleeping. Like, it's like my body just telling me I need rest. Unfortunately, it was not the case. All night tossing and turning. I woke up at like midnight and made myself some hot tea just to like soothe my throat, because every time I'd swallow in my sleep, it would like wake me up because my throat was so swollen. It hurt so bad to swallow. I don't think it's strep. I mean, knock on wood, I hope it's not strep. For me, every sickness starts in my throat no matter what. So I feel like it's probably just a virus going around. And I posted on my Instagram and like 20 people messaged me this morning saying that you're also sick. A lot of you guys are teachers saying like this is going around, a sore throat. But yeah, I've just had like the worst body aches. So I texted my principal at like midnight and was like, hey, just letting you know, like I'm not feeling good. If I magically feel better in the morning, I'll come in. And I texted my co-teacher obviously too. And then this morning I woke up to a text from my co-teacher and she was like, well, the situation that we thought would never happen has happened. Her kids both woke up with a fever, so she had to stay home today too. We always talked about like, we probably will never need a sub in our class because what are the chances we're both out sick? Like, that would be pretty like rare. And of course, within the first couple months of school, we're both out. So unfortunately, our class has a sub today. So, which is fine. It's just one day. Hopefully we'll both be back tomorrow. I don't know like how her kids are doing. I need to text her. I'm feeling a little bit better. I slept in till like 10 this morning. I didn't get great sleep all night, but I feel like my body really just needed that rest. My throat's still pretty sore. I've been drinking hot lemon water or hot tea, and that feels so good on my throat. I started taking some of those like Halls lozenges, which helps my throat. I took some ibuprofen because my head has just been like killing me. I didn't have any Tylenol, and I don't have any other like cold medicine on deck. We had some NyQuil that I drank last night before bed, but I don't have anything else. So I feel like sometimes with these like sicknesses, you just have to let it run its course. There's not really much you can do, but warm lemon honey tea or water always does the trick for me. Always makes me feel so good. If you're also sick, try ginger, cayenne pepper, honey, and lemon and warm water. I promise you, that used to be like my cure. Whenever I was sick in college, I always had ginger, cayenne pepper, and lemon on deck because I feel like I got sick all the time in college just from being out around so many people. But that was always my cure. Unfortunately, I don't have any ginger or cayenne pepper, so can't make that drink today, but the warm honey and lemon drink is so good. I did just gargle some salt water as well. I'm gonna pop another lozenge. Also have some of that chloroseptic throat spray, so I was like spraying the crap out of my throat last night before I went to bed because it was so bad. I literally couldn't sleep. It hurt so bad. So yeah, sorry guys, this vlog kind of took a turn. Didn't expect to be homesick this week. I have like no sick days left either because I used all of them for my honeymoon. So unfortunately, this is me using like one of my 2 sick days I had left in the school year. But what can you do? I feel like if you're sick, like you should not be there around all those kids, around all those people. Like obviously whatever I have is probably contagious right now. So I feel like I have no choice, but I need to stay home. And I'm sure if I woke up at the crack of dawn and was exerting energy teaching kids all day, especially since my co-teacher isn't there. It would just have been me. It would have just made my sickness 10 times worse. So I'm happy to use a sick day, stay home day, cuddle my girls. And my plans are to sit here on the couch and rest and drink lots of fluids for the next 8 hours. I'll update you guys if anything changes. Was craving like a warm soup. I haven't eaten anything today and it's like 2 o'clock. I just haven't had much of an appetite, so I just wanted something like really light and warm. So I found this broccoli cheddar soup in our cabinet. So good. So a couple hours later, I have edited a video, so I actually got some work done, checked some emails. Of course, it's like you're gone for one day and all of a sudden you have 1,000 work emails. So just kind of going through those. My throat's feeling a lot better after eating all this like warm stuff, but I was thinking, I had this random memory from yesterday of one of my students. I was, I guess, in the middle of talking like to the class, and she raised her hand and she was like, "Are you sick?" And I was like, "No," because at that time, like yesterday morning, I did not feel sick at all. And she was like, "Oh," she's like, "I feel like I just hear like a little scratchiness in your throat," which kids are just like so observant about that stuff. They'll point out anything. If you're a teacher, you know kids will point out anything and everything about your appearance, about how you sound, how you talk, how you look. And I was like, "Oh, no." I'm like, "No, I'm not sick." She's like, "Oh, you just sound a little sick." And it's just so funny that later on, last night, I ended up getting sick. It's like she kind of like heard it coming before I even saw it coming. Kind of crazy. I'm going to turn on Bachelor in Paradise, just kind of chill out and eat my warm soup. You guys, my sweet friend Peyton just dropped off chicken tortilla soup, 2 full mason jars. She texted me and was like, "Hey, I saw that you're feeling sick. Would you want me to bring you some soup?" Like, how sweet. Get yourself some sweet friends. If you guys don't follow her, her username is Choosing Balance on Instagram. She's an amazing cook. She has like a little foodie Instagram. Well, not little, it's huge. And she's amazing at what she does. But can you even believe it? Like, how sweet is she to drop off 2 things of chicken noodle soup? I cannot wait to eat it. In the process of kind of like redoing the grass in our yard. Don't mind Nala. Okay, come on. Basically, whenever we moved into this house, our yard was like all weeds and like dry patches. We had very little like healthy grass. So Kyle and I have been doing a ton of work, mainly Kyle, but I've been putting in a little bit of work too. We aerated, fertilized, and put down grass seed. And now since we put down grass seed, we have to water it twice a day. And we don't have sprinklers. So Kyle is currently out there watering. I watered it this morning and it's very time consuming because we have to bring the hose around the entire house, go from there, water all back there, all around here, and then the front yard as well. So we've been having to water the grass the entire yard twice a day. So he's out there doing that, and I'm going to heat up some of our soup. Has been stuck to my side all day. She's so sweet. It's like she knows her mama's sick. She has this spot under her collar. Okay. But they're the sweetest girls. They've been like attached to me all day. Good morning. Happy Thursday. As you see, I am up and at it. We are getting up, doing the thing today. We're going to work. I'm still not feeling great, but gotta get back to work. And unfortunately, my co-teacher, her kids are still sick, so she won't be here today. It's just me, but that's okay. I just have like a chill day today. My throat still hurts pretty bad. I'm just gonna keep my distance from the kids, let them know I'm not feeling good, so tell them to keep their distance from me and keep my distance from all people today. I was starting to feel a lot better yesterday. I feel like usually whenever I'm sick, I always feel better during the day, and then it gets worse at night. So I'm not surprised, but I was feeling okay yesterday after I slept in and stuff. I had more energy. But then last night I started feeling like really achy again. So I actually texted my principal and was like, I'm not sure I'll be able to make it in. I'm just still feeling so rough. I told her, I was like, hopefully a good night's rest will do the trick. And it did. I feel like energy wise, I feel okay. Like I don't feel as achy anymore. Like my body is feeling okay, but my throat, and I'm so just like stuffed up. As you can probably hear. I wish it was Friday. Unfortunately, it's only Thursday. So we got 2 more days to go. And Kyle and I have plans actually to go out of town this weekend. We're going to Columbia, Missouri for Mizzou homecoming. That's where Kyle went to medical school, if you're new around here, and that's where we lived for 4 years while he was in medical school. So we like to go back there every now and then for homecoming. Hopefully I'll feel up to it. Side note, I have been using this It Cosmetics CC cream. I saw someone post about it during Prime Day, and I really like it. This is the color Fair Beige. I didn't even know what CC cream was. It's color correcting but full coverage cream, anti-aging hydrating serum, and 50 SPF. I really didn't know what color or what CC meant. I guess it means color correcting. But I really like it. It's pretty thick. Not quite as thick as like my Giorgio Armani, which is usually my go-to foundation. But I do really like it for like an everyday wear. So I know someone messaged me the other day and said, hey, like, do you have links to your makeup? I don't really post that much about makeup or like have links to it or anything, but let me know if you guys are interested, and I can do like a full, like more in-depth makeup tutorial with links and everything in the bio. I also got a new blush. This is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. This is like my new all-time favorite blush. It's just really like, it's got like a nice sheen to it. It's just this really pretty light pink color. And then I just go in with this lip and cheek tint. It just gives like a really subtle pinky color, but it's really moisturizing. It says it has jojoba oil in it. And then I love going over it with Vaseline. Vaseline has been like my go-to lately. It keeps your lips so hydrated. Okay, I'm going to try my best to look normal today, although I feel really rough. I also have the worst headache. My head like throbs anytime I stand up, or if I like look at light or like look at my phone, my head starts throbbing. So I need to take some medicine before I go in today. Okay, I'm just going super comfy today. Just wearing a big comfy oversized flannel, leggings. I'm just going in with some slippers today. our mailbox. We have like a bunch of things. We have picture day coming up, math night coming up, fall night coming up, and book fair coming up, and Veterans Day. So much stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I really wish I brought I should have stopped at Starbucks and got like a warm coffee because that would feel so good in my throat right now. I might go to the workroom, the teacher workroom, and just like make myself a coffee, like a little bit for the caffeine, but mainly just to like soothe my sore throat. I brought an apple and just a granola bar to eat. These Nature Valley sweet and salty almond bars are my all-time favorite. I don't know what it is about them. They're just so good. I'm addicted. All right, I need to print off a math worksheet for today. I also need to print off something for reading stations. All right, in math, we are just doing some counting practice. And then in reading, we'll be doing stations, and we're going to do some sight word practice on we, see, a, and. I'm not sure we'll get through all of these sight words today, but maybe just 2 of them. Oh, okay. We survived the day. It was a long day. I am so exhausted. I'm gonna go home and just sleep because you know when you're sick and you feel like you're kind of just like in a daze. Like I feel like I can't hear very well. Everything's kind of foggy. I can't talk very well because my voice is so hoarse. Like I feel like I've just been in like a fog all day. I have no energy. Like even just talking like exerts so much energy. So I told my kids, I was like, guys, I don't have a lot of energy today. Please be good listeners because I don't have energy to repeat myself. So they were really sweet though. They were like, we'll take care of you, Mrs. Marion. They were like so sweet all day. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I had scheduled a workout class tonight, hot yoga class, and I'm not gonna go because I don't want to be around more people. And I also just am so tired. I think I just need to rest. So I'm about to head home and just chill out the rest of the evening. I'll see you guys in the morning.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The 2 of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want.
Alright, you guys, we survived another day. I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging much yesterday or today. I'm just trying to survive coming back to life after being so sick on Wednesday. Yesterday was really rough. Today was a lot better. I feel like 70% more like myself. But we had picture day this morning, which threw our whole day off because basically from like 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and that's kind of like our whole reading time. So then by the time we made it back to the classroom, it was almost lunchtime. We lost a lot of math. So we kind of just felt like our whole morning was lost. And then, I don't know, it's just a typical Friday. It was just like one thing after another. We had a couple kids go home sick today. Grades were due today, so we were hustling to get all grades in, comments in, stuff like that. We had a meeting during our plan time today, so we didn't have like our normal plan time. And then before you know it, it's the end of the day. It was just like so fast paced, super crazy day, but it was a really good day. but I'm ready for the weekend. Next week is parent-teacher conferences, our first of the year, on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll vlog that whole week next week of conferences and preparing for it, but I am going to go ahead and end off this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of crazy with me starting off the week strong, getting sick, and ending up here, but that's just sometimes how the weeks go, especially as a teacher. You guys know, you know, if you're a teacher, you get sick and it hits you hard because the germs at school are real, especially in kindergarten. It's a very germy place to work, but I'm happy to be feeling a lot better, thankfully. I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you guys. Bye.